from what you're seeing in the market, how do you see that builders and developers right now are being impacted by interest rates? So if they go up, is building going to slow down or vice versa, or how would it work?
Honestly, man, I think that this actually weeding out those who are jumped in the market to take advantage of people. You know, I think people jumped in because they seen this, oh, this is a hot time to build houses. And let me jump in it now because I can take advantage of people and I can put builder grade material in a house and people will still pay for it. It don't challenge it don't what's now is challenging you to be creative in your building. And it's weeding out those who just jumped in the market just to take advantage of the market, right? So I'm around builders all the time. We talk all the time, and some builders have a mentality of people just going to buy my product because I put it together instead of looking at what people want, right? What separates us in building is we study the market, we study the trends, and we put custom design in homes. We don't just put builder finishes and because we want to be cheap on this end, and so we can break in a profit on this end. No, we want people to buy our homes. We want people to go in and love them homes and live in them and spend the next 30 years in those homes without changing anything because those homes are timeless. And that's how we believe. That's how we approach every home we build is
Absolutely.
is build timeless homes. So interest rates don't affect those who actually build in timeless homes. Interest rates affect those who got in the game early during the hot market and then try to squeeze out a big profit at the end. That's who it affects. It affects those builders who just jumped in the game. And now I see it where I'm at, where I'm building at, that these builders have brought all these lots in 2020, and now they selling them fast. They get trying to get rid of them because they jumped in and thinking that they can make a big huge profit and not really bring people a home that they don't have to change anything, right? So a lot of times, I give you an example. I go out there and I'm building homes, and sometimes I go through other builders' homes just to see what they're doing, and I see the same thing. Five builders building five different homes, but have the same product in each home, and I'm like, this is why your homes are not selling. You're not willing to really catch on. And say, for instance, I give you an example: freestanding tubs. We put freestanding tubs in all our homes. Freestanding tubs, you can get a freestanding tub for $1,000, but they'd rather put a box tub in a home and at 700. Instead of spending an extra 200 for a freestanding tub, they put the box tub and build a box around it and for $700. And they spend actually more money because the tub costs 700, and then they have to put the shell around the tub, which is another $500 or $600. And they end up spending more money on this shell around a tub that is like an apartment tub. And it's just like it's they stuck, man. It's sometimes they're stuck in the stone ages of building. And this right here, what this teaching people is you have to separate yourself. And whatever that is, you can't look at the bottom line. You always got to look at the end game of building homes. You got to look at, I'm going to be building for the next 10 to 15 years. I can't look at it's going to be a 1 year stint for me.
Mm,
So,
absolutely. And that's a great point to make. You know, you really having that long-term vision and not just thinking, you know, hey, this is what I'm doing the next 6 months. This is what I'm doing for the next 30 years. So,
mhm.
you know, maybe someone's just jumping into the building and developing game right now, or they've been at it for a while and they're looking to scale up, either one. I'm just curious as well, you know, if someone were to start, you know, we're kind of in this economy, people aren't sure what's going to happen. Let's say they do start building. Is the builder risking potentially taking a loss for, you know, doing all that work, right, with interest rates, or what do you think about that?
Well, no, I don't think they're taking a loss. Uh, the reason why is I gotta say this. Damn, just trying not to offend nobody, man.
Hey, it's all good. No
I
judgment
gotta
zone.
catch it. Like I'm not trying to offend nobody or financially
Yeah.
where they're at. Financially because sometimes they do work jobs that where they have caps on their income. There's our jobs that are, you paid at a higher rate. So what's happening is this: if when interest rates goes up on mortgages, income stays the same, right? So people that normally wanted to buy in this market dealt with multiple offers, multiple offers in the past 6 months, 7 months, and the interest rates went up. So now they like, man, I don't want to buy or I'm afraid to buy because I'm using a certain loan program, right? So people that are using the VA, FHA, those loan programs are capped out with how much they can put down, right? And how much they can borrow. When you're using conventional, you can use put 20% down, pay down. You're only paying a smaller percentage of a mortgage, right? I'll give you an example. We sold a house at 570K. A person that put down 20% will have to put down 100 and like $14,000 for that 20% mortgage, right? That actually they only financing like 420,000. A person that's using the VA is financing at 0%, no money down, or not 0%, but 7% with no money down. They financing 570K. The person that's using the FHA is 570. They gonna finance 3.5%. They're gonna put down 20K. They financing 550. So who actually has the better loan product? It's the person with the conventional loan because they're paying less on their mortgage. So it's not that people can't buy homes. It's the fact that certain things and the loan, what loan they use, affects their buying power. So, and sometimes it's an income cap. Like if you ain't making enough money, you got to use what you got, right? You got to use the VA, you got to use FHA. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're making a certain amount of money and you can afford to put down, you have a 401k, that savings, you can use the conventional loan. And that's the better product because you actually put more money down, and the house, you only financing a small portion of that home, even at 7% interest. So that's kind of the breakdown of what I see and why I don't think you can take a loss is because people will still buy your homes if it's done right.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great point to make as well. Really, you not just pointing out that, hey, I'm a home buyer, but, also thinking about, hey, I'm a home buyer, but also what financing, stipulations am I under, right? Maybe I have a bigger loan. Maybe I put more down, so I have a smaller loan, right? So it's, I guess, important to recognize that, if you're building, someone would buy those homes.
Right. And then they have programs, mortgages have programs where builders can offer incentives to give back to the buyer to pay down their interest rate for at least a year.
Mm.
Like we can offer an interest buy down package with a mortgage partner with a mortgage company, and we can offer an interest buy down to where we give you 10,000 towards closing, and it pays down your interest rates to 4% for at least 1 year. And then the market shifts in a year, you refinance, you still within that ball game of being able to pay your mortgage, right? So those are different things that we offer on when you have a good product to offer. But and there's some builders out there offering that, but they still ain't selling their homes because they built trashy homes. Not really dissing them, but they built lower grade homes and they want high end prices. No, you can't get that. That's not how this market gonna work for you. Because right now we got so much inventory, people can choose what they want. So if you're not really putting all that in to the home, they're gonna choose. They're not gonna buy a house. So the way you separate yourself, you build your home like okay. So I give you another example. We got a home right now we building. It hit the market probably I want to say January. I don't want to put it on the market in December because December is slow. Christmas, holidays, Thanksgiving, all of that slows the market down nationally. January, that's when things start pick back up. People after Christmas, after holidays, getting used to what the economy is doing. See that they can survive. See they can. But what we did, man, we just massive 2-story home. Not even massive, but it got views of golf courses, views of hill country. We put an outdoor kitchen in with a stove, with fire pit. We actually maybe we might have had it over designed it, but at the end of the day, it's the nicest house within a 10-mile radius, even for new construction, right? They're getting all those things and they don't have to go in and redo their backyard. They get to go in and it's a finished backyard. And they get to enjoy being outside, enjoy the fire pits, enjoy in outdoor kitchens, and it comes with that. And you spend a little bit of extra money, but there's a reward when your house sells. When you put it on the market and somebody put an offering on it, and then people are like, man, why your house is selling? Why your house is selling and mine's still sitting on the market? Because we did a little bit extra. We
Yeah.
did a little bit more.
It's just a little bit of that extra, right? A little bit of extra effort that's really, kind of putting you guys over the top. So I think that's so cool.
Yep. We have two houses that sold, and they interest rates was at 6%, but it was their dream home. Like we designed it, and it was their dream home, and they didn't care about the 6%. They're like, we'll finance later. We'll refinance later. They didn't care about the interest rate. It was their dream home. And when you build something and it's somebody's dream home, it'll sell.